You open your homeowner's insurance bill, see that new number, and your stomach drops. If that's been you lately, you're not alone. From Warwick and Cranston to the coast in Narragansett and Newport, Rhode Island homeowners are watching their premiums climb. So let me tell you what's actually driving it and what you can do about it. First, the good news hiding in the bad. Rates in Rhode Island only went up about 7% in 2025, which is rough until you realize we got hit with 13% in 2023 and 11 in 2024. So the pace is slowing, but you're still paying around $2,900 a year on average, and that's after 2 brutal years. So why does this keep happening? Two big reasons. One is that it costs way more to rebuild a home than it used to. Materials, labor, it all jumped during the pandemic, and a lot of those costs never came back down. Here in Rhode Island, we've got a ton of older homes with unique details that take specialized work to repair. That's expensive, and insurers price it in. And two is our coastline. The thing we love most about this state is also our biggest insurance challenge. We're exposed to hurricanes, storm surge, and nor'easters that used to show up once a decade and now show up every few years. If you're within about 3 miles of the coast, your policy is either more expensive or hard to get at all. Now, here's the part that catches people off guard, and this is the one I really want you to hear. Your standard homeowner's policy does not cover flood damage. It doesn't matter that you're paying thousands a year. Flooding is a separate policy, and flooding is not just a beachfront problem. Back in September of 23, slow-moving storms flooded streets in Cranston and Providence. The flood program paid out $4.6 million to Rhode Island homeowners that year, over 400 times what it paid just a few years earlier. And plenty of those homes weren't even in an official flood zone. So what do you actually do about all of this? Review your policy every single year. The gap between the cheapest and most expensive carrier in Rhode Island is over $2,000 for similar coverage. Look at raising your deductible if you've got the savings to back it, and bundle your home and auto. And here's one most people miss. Ask about discounts for the upgrades you've already made or are thinking about making. A lot of carriers will knock money off for a water leak detection system since it stops a small drip from becoming a flooded floor. Same with a whole house generator. It keeps your sump pump and systems running when the power goes out, which means fewer claims. Security systems, updated roofs, impact windows, they all can earn you a break. Make sure you're actually getting credit for every one you qualify for. And take flood risk seriously, even if your lender isn't requiring it. If you're buying, get insurance quotes on the actual property early in the process, not the day before closing. Insurance is part of your real monthly cost, and on some homes, it's a real negotiating point. Bottom line, you can't control the market or the weather, but being proactive instead of waiting for the renewal puts you in a much stronger spot. If you have questions on this or want assistance, reach out to us here at the Slocum Insurance Agency. We're here when you need us.